Tim Brown and Andy Seiss has got on it. Look at this side-by-side racing. This is just good racing at Langley. Put the pressure on Seiss.
That accident was in lap 6. We've completed 93 laps here at Langley. Give Frank Fleming credit. He and Brewer in that altercation. They stayed on the lead lap. And Fleming's up in the 6th place right now as the battle with Zach Brewer. You see this year, a couple of top 5s, 5 top 10s. He's qualified well this year and hasn't translated to his first career win here on the NASCAR Whelen Southern Modified Tour.
And I had said earlier in the show that the guy had a lot of damage to the front. I thought he'd be overheating, but evidently the crew did a great job pulling the metal work away, and the car's not gotten any temperature rise. It hasn't seemed to hurt the aerodynamics a whole lot. Not necessarily necessary to have aerodynamics here. He's trying to need a handle, and he's handling right now in 4th.
How about a little local knowledge at this track? It may be a long time ago, but he competed here at Langley back in the late 90s, driving in the NASCAR Goodie Series. So maybe it's a long time ago, but sometimes those things come back to you.
Very true.
James Savali with the lead. And Tim Brown continues to make up a little ground.
We actually see Tim Brown running about a half-tenth slower, which is 16:35 versus a 16:30. That's not a whole lot of time to lose to the leader. So all in all, I wouldn't count Tim Brown out. I'm really surprised that he's running right now in 2nd.
Battles all over the track. Will we have a battle for the win here at Langley? Right now, it's James Savali in the lead. Brown 2nd, Seiss 3rd, Brewer 4th, and Burt Myers in 5th position. First time ever for the Whelen Southern Modified Tour here at Langley. Will that win go to Savali? Back in a moment.
Well, Eric, what a turnaround this has been for James Savali. When I saw him earlier today after practice, he was really unhappy. He said, we just can't get this car to turn. It's miserable. He said, the team is frustrated because we can't figure out what's wrong. So they made a bunch of changes, including the front geometry, the front suspension. But he said, look, the car is too far off. It's not a top 3 car. Then he goes out and sets pole. You should have seen the grin on his face after that. And again, when I saw him lined up on the front grid, this guy was all smiles. He knew he had a good car tonight.
Well, right now, the man smiling is the man who was just behind him a second ago. It's Tim Brown looking on the inside here, Jimmy, because he's been cutting corners big time here at this track.
And what's interesting is Savali's not giving up on that high side. Tim Brown has found the groove on the bottom of the racetrack. He is prevailing on the bottom. He's picking up a 10th or so a lap. He catches up to Savali and makes the pass down the back straightaway for the lead. Tim Brown not giving up at all, and he takes the lead on lap 131. Absolutely incredible, Aaron.
Tim Brown representing the Commonwealth very well, but Savali not going down without a fight. He'll try the inside line now, figuring it works so well, but the problem is for Savali is there's some lap traffic with Frank Fleming.
That played a havoc on him. He had to move. He had the position on Tim, but Frank Fleming's lap car was there. But Tim Brown, I'm telling you, I'm impressed with him hunting, and he finds the groove, and he takes to his advantage, and fans a 10th of a second. Doesn't sound like a lot, but he kept marching ahead. He was about the second half behind, and in 15 laps, he catches this guy, takes the lead, and now he starts to pull away, and he stays on the bottom. Getting ready to lap LW, but we have a heck of a battle here for 3rd here.
Zach Brewer inside of Andy Seiss, and Brewer will hold on, and now Burt Myers wants to go along for a ride.
This is interesting because we saw how strong Savali was. We saw how strong Seiss's car was early in the race. These guys have found the groove now. First time ever here. But Zach Brewer's impressed me tonight from being in an accident, making pit stops to be running right now in 3rd position. But the battle right now is not giving up. Savali staying, keeping the pressure on Tim Brown. And here we have a battle between Myers and Brewer. I'm telling you, I'm confused because we got battles everywhere.
All right, that's that battle. We'll keep one eye on that fight there for 3rd place between Burt Myers and Zach Brewer. We're talking about Zach Brewer and Burt Myers, a couple of guys who were patient and able to move up. But look at these two bumping into 1 and 2.
And Brewer, thinking of all the turmoil he went through tonight, this guy really prevailed here with less than 10-8 to go right now. Just, solid run for this team, and they needed the bad luck they had. Also, Myers, the tough luck this guy's had all year long to be running in 4th right now. Good Good job for these guys. They need this run.
Zach Brewer looking for his first win here on this tour. Burt Myers looking for his first victory of the season. But up front, it's Tim Brown trying to end a drought of his own. It's been 2 years since his last win. September 27th back in 2008 at Caraway. He has struggled this year. He's outside the top 10 in points, but as Kelly mentioned at the top of the telecast, here's a guy who felt good about coming into this race and was ready to move up the points a little bit. Well, this is one way to shoot to the top. A comfortable lead now for Brown as he comes around. 5 laps to go.
New team from Tim. This is his 3rd race with this team. And the thing about Tim is that I think they're getting into their own, and they proved it tonight. Tim, very accomplished driver, a lot of wins, and what better way than to be in your home state of Virginia and being with less than 5 laps to go, a victory in your home track, so to speak, pretty special.
4 to go. Black off another one. 3 to go.
And a great battle here for 3rd with Zach Brewer and the Myers. Just, you know, sights drop back to 5th now, but this is a great battle. You know, these guys haven't given up yet to try to prevail. We have a green, white, checkered finish, you know, all at once. That inside group could pay off for both Brewer and Myers and by Savali, but now there's only 2 to go. Running out of time quickly, but these guys have put a heck of a battle on the 3rd. Myers to the inside.
Burt Myers trying to hold on to that on the inside, and he does take 3rd place, but now the eyes are on the final lap here as Myers takes over 3rd. Meanwhile, up front with 1 lap to go, it's Tim Brown pulling away. It's only fitting that the Rocket would win here next to Langley Air Force Base as he takes the checkered here in Virginia.
Fans are going wild, man. I'm standing here watching all their hands. The crew elated. These guys just really excited about their hometown boy here winning tonight in Langley. Good job, Tim.
It was a long time coming for Tim Brown, a former champion who had not won since September of 08. He remembers the way to victory lane, I'm sure, as Tim Brown wins the Visit Hampton 150 here at Langley.
What's interesting is to think that he dropped all the way back to 6th place, doing a great burnout for these guys. And, you know, great job here.
Well, as Tim Brown celebrates, his crew chief is with Kelly.
And it was an emotional celebration down here. Tom Lithgow is a crew chief and team owner. You said you hired this guy because of his experience. What do you think of his performance tonight?
This guy is awesome. He is so smart in the race car. He said when they started passing him, he said, I'm just going to let him go. I'm just going to let him go. I know what we got. I know what we got. We can do this. This guy, he's the best. He's the best.
Congratulations.
The last 3 races, Tim Brown finished 14th, 10th, and 15th. It was not clicking, but it all came together tonight for the Rocket. We'll catch up with him at Victory Lane next. After nearly a 2-year wait, Tim Brown has won. He's the winner of the Visit Hampton 150, and the Virginian is in Victory Lane. Here's Kelly Stavis.
Tim Brown, the Rocket, celebrating his first win of the season, and it'll come here at Langley Speedway.
That's right.
And Tim, I know it's been a little bit of a frustrating last few races as you just started with this team. You guys said before the race it would be huge to get a win tonight. How does it feel?
I'll tell you what, this TNC Motorsports Chevrolet Corvette was freaking good tonight. I'll tell you what, my hat's off to Tom and Connie and all the guys on this race team that they just worked so hard over the years, and for the 4th time out to be competitive and to win a race and put Tom and Connie in Victory Lane here on the tour here at Langley. And I've never been here, and I love this racetrack, and I mean on the apron there is the way to go, and I hope it was exciting for the fans because it sure was a blast to drive this thing. And there's so many people I got to thank, Tom and Connie and all of my guys and everybody that just puts a big effort into this race team. My brother done a good job spotting tonight, and you know I mean, it's just awesome right here. I mean, I haven't won a tour race since for a couple years now, and to get back in Victory Lane, I'm elated, and I'm just thankful that I can give Tom and Connie their first tour win.
All right, congratulations.